So if anyone is curious, yes, he was pretty. Shut up. He was pretty popular in Vancouver
What the
too.
fuck? I didn't say anything. Nice. Let's go. Let's go.
I don't feel like watching anything, and if I read,
今日国際カップルの話ってこと？国際結婚の話？
両方。
両方？
We've been both, so we have a one short that did very well, and there were some comments which were like, "Must be nice, like international couple or people who I guess they have no experience." On our first Japan video, Osaka video,
Oh yeah.
we got a comment saying like, "Take marriage seriously,"
Oh, yeah.
essentially saying
I remember.
it's a mistake if we're like different cultures, different language, saying how it won't work. And then there was like a debate in the comment section, other people being like, "Hey, you shouldn't say that."
Yeah.
So we've had comments about it a lot since the beginning, and now it's not just like international couple, but also we're married now and we have a kid, so like I feel like we can talk about it, right? We have quite a bit of experience now, even though we met in Canada, in Vancouver,
All right.
speaking English. Neither one of us has like native level of the other person's language. Even though his English is so much better than my Japanese, it's very good. Still, it's very easy to have miscommunication.
Oh yeah.
Even though I can speak Japanese, it's much more limited compared to his English. So if we have a serious conversation or something, it's always in English.
Oh yes. When you have an argument, usually you're a bit of upset, right? Not upset, but like of course you're not like normal. Yeah, I have to speak English. So in that case, I need to calm down myself and focus on like a grammar, just English. Sometimes it's tough because this is not my language, right? So
Right.
I don't want to complain about like speaking English. No, this is what I pick. This is what I chose. So I'm not. But of course, in general, this international couple things, language always they have a barrier. Even though, like, let's say, if you speak the same language with your partner, if you are upset, it's already tough to like have normal discussion. Like so.
People might assume like, oh, that sounds so like so much work, or like, can they even have proper communication? People might think that since the beginning, because we knew we have to work hard to avoid miscommunication. More than ever in my life, I became much more open and like vulnerable. So from the beginning, we've been really open about everything. Right away, if there's like something that doesn't mix or wasn't working, we talk right away, like super honestly and vulnerably.
Yeah, just we wouldn't let it go like a problem.
Right.
Yeah.
If something was wrong or something was uncomfortable or we weren't sure about something, we just say it right away. And personally, I really like that. I think that's why we met and it just went like boom, like we got closer because we're always having these deep conversations.
True.
There's something that I think every other relationship, you might never have this experience. It's unique to our sort of relationship where when I finally was like studying Japanese more seriously and you started speaking in Japanese a bit, I felt like I'm seeing this whole other side of you.
Oh, okay.
This is kind of like, embarrassing to talk about, but it was so like, I don't know, exciting for me. Like when you started talking in Japanese, I would be like, oh my, so this is how he sounds in Japanese. And I could tell like you're more confident when you speak in Japanese. You have like different sense of humor.
Yeah.
And even your voice is different. So I got to learn like this whole other side of him, even after we knew each other. And I love both, of course.
Yeah.
But they're different.
I feel the same actually.
Really?
Now you're studying Japanese and then you can speak more than before, right?
Yeah.
Then when you speak Japanese, you look more polite. But when you speak English, it's not aggressive, but you have more, of course, confidence, then fast.
Yeah. You get like to see two different sides of a person,
確かにね。
right? Like you're totally different depending on the language you speak, even your mannerisms, like
Yeah.
your body language, everything.
When you speak Japanese, more like おとなしい感じ, more calm down, and then
Well, I
be
have to
shy.
think carefully because his family
Oh,
can't speak English mostly. In general, like you can't hold a conversation at all in English. Of course not, right? I didn't expect that.
無理。
And then my family too. Of course, they can't say a single thing in Japanese except maybe like
Arigato.
konnichiwa.
No, arigato.
No. My mom says domo arigato because
Domo
of
arigato.
the song.
Mr. Roboto.
You might think like there might be a disconnect with each other's families.
Yeah.
We can't really get close to them because of that. But what I noticed was like whenever you're like visiting with my family and whenever I'm visiting with yours, we become more of a team, like helping each other out.
네, translator みたいなね.
Yeah, I felt like experiences like that brought us closer. Like we have to help each other and like try to listen to each other and understand like, oh, that's what you're trying to say. So in that way, I think an international couple, like you become closer for that reason.
確かにね.
Like you rely on each other a lot more. And just naturally, like I think it brings you closer.
Oh yeah.
Right?
I agree with you. Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Like there's so many times where when you're talking like with my mom, you'd be like, yeah. And then if she went to the washroom, you'd be like, what does that mean? I'd be like, okay, yeah. Let me fill you in.
Yeah, because your mom's, how she
crazy.
speaks is so fast, and the vocabulary she uses are quite difficult. That's
Sometimes
fair. She, in a good way, she doesn't care about her English. But sometimes I need to ask you to catch up.
Yeah, maybe the way I'm talking, it sounds like we're always working hard to understand, but it's fun and funny, sometimes really funny. There's a story. Can I say it?
Yeah, whatever.
Before we moved to Tokyo, like we were at his grandma's house and I was visiting like with his grandma and his aunt.
Oh yeah.
And like I love them. They're so nice and funny actually. And at that time, my Japanese was very bad. Like worse than it is now. Because we had just gotten to Japan and then we're moving again.
Yeah.
So anyways, they're so nice. And that was the last time we were seeing them before leaving. And his aunt was like, "Samishii ne," and I was like, "Oh, ammari," because I thought, and of course, like you laughed so much because you knew, like I just misunderstood.
You're always fucking polite, but
Yeah.
no, 寂しくない. Oh, okay.
Right?
That's
But because
so funny.
like samishi, the direct translation is lonely.
Yeah.
Which isn't really accurate. So I thought she was asking me because I'm gonna be alone at home in Tokyo.
Yeah.
Like, oh, will you be lonely? And I didn't want her to worry, so I was like, no, I'm gonna be okay, right? But she actually was like, we're gonna miss each other.
Yeah.
And I just said like, oh, not really, no, which is awful. But of course, you laughed. Then you explained it. Then she laughed so much. So stuff like that happens.
Nuance ね.
Yeah. So
それが大変.
I guess the difference between international relationship and difference between international marriage is that we now know each other's families.
Yeah.
We communicate with each other's families. And so stuff like that can happen where it's just like a funny memory. I feel like they might even bring it up at some point.
Yeah, I can't forget about her face.
Yeah, she was so shocked.
Hana-chan, what's going on?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
She laughed though.
I think one of the reasons why our relationship worked, even though it is more challenging, is because already we were pretty similar people with a lot of the stuff we like to do, even our humor, like from the beginning. Even though we had a language barrier, like the way we joked was like the same. I remember No matter what we're talking about, it's really funny
Yeah.
and fun. Even at that time, like you were trying your best in English because you had just come to Canada recently.
Mm-hmm.
So it was more challenging for you at that time.
Mm.
But still, like, even though there was quite a language barrier, we were always laughing.
Yeah, I remember. I was really looking forward to seeing you every time. Let's say we met around like a daytime, but then let's say we are not planning to go out like up until late.
Yeah.
But because it's so fun to spending time with her, so that's why every time we just go out pretty late.
I think because we never really wanted it to end.
Yeah, that's the what I
And then
meant.
as it got later, we're like, well, where do we go now? Like the library would close, and like cafes would close.
Yeah.
So we're like, I guess let's go drinking again.
So yeah, not like Japan.
No, it's not.
They don't
like,
have Vancouver doesn't have that much option to play, hang out. Just
yeah, at night, a lot
Yeah.
of stuff closes. Each time we stayed out much later than we thought, just because, it was so fun. Like you'd check the time and you'd be like, oh my God, 3 hours already went by.
yeah,
If your language and your culture is totally different and you have very different personalities too, I imagine there's nothing really to connect about. So
yeah. There's a fact that like a lot of like international couple at the end of the day they got divorced. That's pretty.
we had a lot in common. So I think that's really important, and that's one of the reasons why our relationship works. Because even if it's more work than most relationships, it's always worth it, And at the end of the day, I've never laughed this much.
Oh yeah.
I've never like had so much fun doing like stupid random stuff. I think it works because of that. We're very similar like at the
True,
foundation like of our personality.
Yeah.
So
You can say that again, I guess. You can say
that was good
again.
actually. You can say that again.
No, don't say it. You don't have to say it. I know it's good.
Because usually when he says it, he says, "You can say that again."
No. Yeah, I know what you meant now. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I didn't feel like far away a distance with
Yeah,
you, even
right
though we
away.
speak different languages. Okay, I know, yeah, I totally agree with it.
Yeah. So don't underestimate international relationship or marriage. I know we make it look like fun, and it is. But I think, you really got to find, if you're lucky, someone who's really similar to you. I've gotten asked, like, how did Koki come up to you? How did he meet you? How did you guys meet, right? Everyone wants to know that, which we have a video about it. But people would ask me, like, is Koki considered handsome? Like, in the West?
Oh
like,
yeah.
conventionally attractive, Because here in Japan, and oh my gosh, everyone tells me that he's so handsome.
No, I guess this is like they don't know what to say. That's why just in case they say,
no.
"Oh, he's handsome," something
Even not
like
your
that.
friends. Like, there's random people who say you're so handsome, which I'm like, yes, I know, but like, he's mine. Back off. Shut up. So if anyone is curious, yes, he was pretty. Shut up. He was pretty popular in Vancouver
What the
too.
fuck? I didn't say anything. Actually, no. Let me like make an excuse. Like, I am like, yeah. People call me sometimes handsome, but usually like old man, like, おー、君かっこいいねって、男前やねみたいな、something like that. まあね、国際結婚ってね結構増えてきてるんじゃないかな。でも最近はね。More globalization でさ、people go to abroad, study abroad, and a lot of like foreigners come to Japan. だから結構増えてきてると思うけど、離婚とかも多いと思うからね。
I think ours works because, yeah, our personalities are similar.
そうね。
So even though almost everything else was different, our personality was really similar. So it just naturally we kind of fit together. I don't know how to compare it to other marriages. Because of course I've only been married to you, but I wouldn't change anything. So.
No, so we are perfect, lucky to meet.
And we have the cutest baby ever. So Sorry we don't show his face, but
Yeah,
cute.
so cute. もうやばいよ。Ah, he looks sleepy. Okay, let's go.